You said you don't remember. You don't remember. No, let me ask it differently. How many judgments did you write since acting in KZN and Eastern Cape? And the CJ said, not exact number, just an estimate, a rough estimate.
A rough estimate could be 15 somewhere.
15.
Yes, 15.
So when the CJ asked you, you said you don't, you've written so many, then there, you don't remember how many judgments you have written. You don't remember where you were a leading counsel. You don't remember that.
I do.
Where a judgment was made, not the appeal. The case is settled, is done. You were a leading counsel. You said to Commissioner Nonches that you don't remember which one.
If Commissioner Malema would talk about the reported ones, I do not.
No, not reported.
Oh.
Where you were a lead counsel. That's what he said. He kept on saying that. Where you were a lead counsel, where a judgment has been passed, whether reportable or not.
Okay.
You said you don't remember that.
I may remember. I may remember, Honorable Malema, some cases where I lead and judgments were delivered.
You remember now?
Yes, I may remember.
Where you were a senior counsel.
Yes.
There was no lead counsel.
No.
Please take us through maybe one or two. Because you said you remember now. Earlier on you said you don't remember.
No, I was thinking about the reported ones. So I'm talking about now the unreported ones where I lead.
Any judgment where you were a lead counsel.
I have led in matter of land affairs where there's invasion next to Umtata at Mandela Park about land invasions. I led the late Nancy in those matters, a series of them. I also led Matodi Advocate Matodi in a matter of municipality. That judgment, we were dismissed. We were for the plaintiff. We were for the applicant. I beg your pardon, my lord. I remember leading Mr. Khili in a matter for health. I remember leading Lady Advocate Ngalo in a matter can't remember whether transport or education.
That's fine. SC, I've got a limited time. Now, equally, you don't remember how judgments get reported. I'm going to a different point. That's what you said earlier on. You said, I don't know how judgments get reported. I just see them, some written, reportable. You don't know how a judgment gets reported for it to become a reported judgment. You don't know that.
I don't know that.
You don't know that, SC.
I say, I confirm.
You said to Chief Justice, you said you are a member of the ANC and you don't know anything against that. And if there is anything of that sort, that will be against your philosophy as a judge. You remember that?
I don't get your question clearly, Honorable.
You remember you said, if you are a member of the ANC and you don't know of any rule that makes you not to be a member of the ANC, and if there is such, it will be against, I'm not quoting you straight, but it will be against your principle or philosophy because you That's who you are, a member of the ANC. And you can't wake up one day you are told you are not a member of that organization. That's what I understood you to be saying to Chief Justice earlier on. I can't remember what she said at the end, but your answer was that you are a member of the ANC and that's who you are.
Honorable Malema, you must have not understood me. I said I don't know of any rule that says that prohibits me from being a member of any political organization for that matter. But now I am told straight away I will relinquish that.
You were told by who?
The judge, the Chief Justice said a judge cannot be a member
Yeah,
of a political
thank you.
party. Yes.
That's where I want the judge, an aspirant judge. Then the aspirant judge also never took any opportunity that presented itself after 1995 to undergo judgment writing and come here, present himself as an aspirant judge and says, well, the last one which I could attend, I missed it, and therefore I never took any training, even when there are so many opportunities that came about our democracy where even the young ones are now learning how to write judgment. So all I'm saying, and that's the point I'm going to make when we go into deliberations, and I don't want to be unfair to you. You come across as being complacent. Maybe because of your high decorations or whatever the reason might be, that you did not try anything in preparation of this. To a point, you don't remember your judgments, you don't know how judgments get reported, you don't remember, even when given opportunity now, you still struggle to tell us which judgments were you leading, and then you say you don't see anything wrong. Now the Chief Justice tells me, an aspirant judge who prepares for this hearing, where such matters have been canvassed, including on political party affiliation. You say, well, I don't know anything of that sort. And you are not just an ordinary person. Senior counsel, who's an acting judge, says, well, I didn't know, but now I know the CJ told me. I'm going to argue that you are not suitable to be a judge. And worse, with that comments which were made on your judgment writing. Will I be fair that I must live here with my rightful conscience that we have appointed a person who said, I don't know that there is anything wrong with being a member of the ANC, even when you are a judge. But since the Chief Justice said so, I'll relinquish it with immediate effect. It is not in your consciousness. It is not in your conscience that a judge cannot belong to a political party. If we did not have a Chief Justice with a wisdom, judicial wisdom, and just leaves you like that, you are going to continue to be a member of a political party because your conscience doesn't tell you that there is anything wrong with it. Only the Chief Justice told you that.
Just, Honorable Malema, you will be unfair to live with that impression. I'm not complacent. I come here to apply for consideration, but everyone is entitled to make his observation about me. Being a senior counsel, I suppose, does not necessarily mean I should know all. This is my first encounter to come in this in any interview in my life. So my missteps or shortcomings I should be penalized for them, but one should also take cognizance of the fact that this is my first encounter in life that I come into the interview. Insofar as question of being a member of a political party, conscience tells me when somebody says, this is not right at this stage. Surely, consciously I say, I am out of it. For instance, for me to dispense justice, I know I don't have to have any affiliations. This is why I have been chasing and litigating for destitute women and school learners against the government in the Eastern Cape. I have not for once been in a position to say I'm to be biased in favor of the ANC government. I have enforced people's rights against an ANC-led government of the Eastern Cape. This is what I do with pride for the people of South Africa.
Chief Justice, all I'm saying, I'm not saying you must know everything. I'm saying you don't remember where you were a lead counsel. You don't have, that is not supposed to be in law books or in anywhere. It's you, because you pride yourself as lawyers and judges with your judgments and cases that you lead and win or lose. You know, this is my case. You don't know how a judgments get reported. You don't have anything to show that you attended any course on judgment writing. And that's what's going to be 80% of your work. You have to write judgments. You don't know that. You don't know that you don't have to belong to a political party, which means I must live here. Having recommended the appointment of a member of a political, I'm not saying whether you ruled against ANC or not. I'm talking about the membership. That if we live here today we've appointed an ANC member to become a judge, and where judiciary is accused of being captured. Aspirant judges who come here, they will tell you, I've been a member of the ANC and I resigned since a year ago or 2 years because they knew now I must start cleansing myself of these things. And that's being aspirant. So being aspirant judge means you'll also research what are the common questions there and all of that. All of that, you did not take an effort. You don't know how many judgments you have written. And when I ask you, say, I won't know everything. I'm not asking everything. I'm asking about a rough estimate, not even me, the Chief Justice does that. That answer doesn't come out convincingly. I'm saying, and this is what I'm going to say, even with your response, I'm not convinced. And I take it, what you are saying is your first experience, first time, and all of that. I'm not convinced you are ready to take the bench. I think, in all fairness, it will be even fair to yourself to give yourself sufficient time. They can give you acting instinct, and then you give yourself time to also attend aspirant judges courses to improve on this knowledge and to prepare even much better in the next meeting. Because, I mean, for the next interview or whatever happens in the future, a person who's known by CJ, they've gone to school together, the CJ makes such a disclosure before us. And then in the response, we hear such a complacent person. Even when the CJ said, no, well, I'm going to act fairly, I don't have a problem, but we know each other. Perhaps that might have been something that misled you, that you know her and therefore things are going to happen. They are not going to happen here. Here you come prepared. Thank you very much.